Before I start this video, I'd like to make a quick note about the channel. Today I'm announcing that I've launched a Patreon page for Learn Something. I always say that I want to make each video look and feel more professional than the last, and having patrons support the channel will definitely help fulfill that goal. If you'd like to support the channel, please visit patreon.com/learnsomething.yt. All patrons will be recognized at the end of every new video. As far as an upload schedule goes, it's my goal to upload at least one video a month from here on out. However, I am in high school and I'm involved in other things as well, so the channel is a side project for me. That being said, I very much appreciate all of the subscribers who watch every new video and support them along the way. Thank you. With that, let's get into this video.
It shows the deep-seated divisions within the Labour Party, which have been there for a long time.
We have divergent views on a specific issue, which is causing us, as a party, great difficulty.
My last video focused on the factionalization of American political parties. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party have each split themselves into two factions each. But looking at the world in a broader context, we can see it's happening everywhere. The party split is obvious in America, and it's just as obvious across the pond. Britain. The United Kingdom's political parties are getting split right down the middle, perhaps even worse than the American ones. But the reasoning is slightly different. It really just surrounds one issue.
Our mission is to deliver Brexit on the 31st of October.
There are similar issues happening throughout Europe, but this video primarily focuses on British politics. What is happening with political parties in the UK? The modern British political system has been somewhat similar to the American one, a two-party system, for the most part.
The new Prime Minister would effectively make us a vassal state of Trump's America.
The US has the left-wing Democratic Party and the right-wing Republican Party, and the UK has the left-wing Labour Party and the right-wing Conservative Party, or the Tories. But third parties have been far more successful in the UK than in the US, and they actually hold seats in Parliament. In 2016, a referendum was held in Britain regarding the UK's membership status in the European Union. Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union, or leave the European Union? The citizens voted and they ultimately, albeit narrowly, voted to leave the European Union. The vote was very close with just a 3% gap. The decision to leave has been dubbed Brexit. There's something odd about Brexit though. It doesn't seem to fall to either the Conservative Party or the Labour Party. Many members of both parties wanted to remain in the European Union, and many members of both parties wanted to leave. And now the parties are split on how to handle Brexit. Did they exit with or without a deal? Former Prime Ministers David Cameron and Theresa May, both members of the Conservative Party, were against Brexit prior to the referendum.
I will campaign to keep Britain inside a reformed European Union.
But current Prime Minister Boris Johnson, also a Conservative, was adamantly in favour of exiting the EU.
I think we should take the chance now, as a country, to take back control. Take back control of huge sums of money, of £350 million a week, and spend it on our priorities.
In Theresa May's government, dozens of cabinet members and ministers resigned, many due to their opposition to her handling of a Brexit deal, Boris Johnson included. In May's 3-year reign as PM, she had more resignations than Margaret Thatcher and Tony Blair's 10-year reigns, and far more due to political differences. The Tories are split, badly. But the Labour Party is just as bad, if not worse. The split of the Labour Party has been emphasized by Brexit, but it began long before Brexit. In 1994, Labour MP Tony Blair was elected leader of the Labour Party and became Prime Minister in 1997. Blair took the party in a new direction, a moderate direction, and rebranded the party as New Labour. Blair, similar to US President Bill Clinton, advocated for a third-way approach to lawmaking, reconciling left-wing and right-wing differences, creating a centrist government.
We are on the same side, the same team, and Britain United will win.
His successor Gordon Brown did the same until a recession hit, and then the Conservatives took control of government. Brown's successor as Labour Party leader, Ed Miliband, took the party back to the left, towards socialism. Miliband's successor and current Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn has continued to steer the party away from centrism. In essence, the Labour Party already had its divide before Brexit. Those like Tony Blair who wanted the party to be more moderate, and those like Jeremy Corbyn who want the party to stick to the left. Now, with regards to Brexit, party leadership has not been particularly clear on Labour's plan for a Brexit deal. Quote, Corbyn seems to have adopted a policy of constructive ambiguity in an attempt to appease both pro- and anti-Brexit factions, ultimately succeeding in pleasing neither.
Overwhelmingly Labour supporters voted to remain, but a third of them didn't. A third of them voted the other way. I want to bring people together. We want to be a government that works for the whole country.
Not for almost 40 years has there been such a split in British politics as 7 Labour MPs walked out of the party they once loved over Jeremy Corbyn, Brexit, anti-Semitism and what they call the machine politics of the hard left.
Labour did not vote for Theresa May's deal.
We have 26 pages of waffle.
Yet they are saying they do support a soft Brexit. According to the Labour Party webpage, Labour accepts the referendum result and a Labour government will put the national interest first. However, Jeremy Corbyn has said that he'd support a second referendum. Maybe.
We're not asking for a second referendum.
And you're not going to? No.
We believe the public should have a vote to decide whether it should be no deal or remain in the EU.
Quote, there is still the implication that Labour would be in favour of leaving the EU under certain circumstances. Those circumstances are not specified clearly enough. In January of 2019, prior to the European Parliament elections, a new Eurosceptic party was founded by Nigel Farage, the former leader of the UK Independence Party, a fairly successful third party, and the new party was named the Brexit Party with only one goal. You guessed it, Brexit. The party won 29 UK seats in the European Parliament or MEP elections in May of 2019, which is incredible for the party only having existed for 4 months. Many of the voters for the Brexit Party were members of Farage's old party, and many were Conservative Party members. Another party called the Liberal Democrats gained 15 seats in the MEP elections. The Lib Dems are very pro-EU and anti-Brexit. From their website, the Lib Dems are, quote, the biggest, strongest Remain party as we work to stop Brexit and demand better for our country. They want a second referendum and they want to stay in the EU no matter what.
The Liberal Democrats have a new slogan which is bollocks to Brexit. They are very much positioning themselves as the Remain party.
So in the MEP elections in May, the Brexit Party gained 29 seats and the Lib Dems gained 15 seats, where the Conservative Party lost 15 seats and the Labour Party lost 10 seats. Like America, the parties are splitting. But unlike America, the parties are being abandoned, and new ones are making headway. Imagine that this is happening elsewhere. We'll briefly cross the English Channel and look at France. In modern French history, there were 2 main parties with strong coalitions, just as there were in the US and the UK, the Socialist Party on the left and the Republicans on the right. But in the 2017 French presidential election, both the Socialist Party and the Republicans were eliminated in the first round, and the French electorate were forced to vote for either far-right candidate Marine Le Pen of the National Front Party or Emmanuel Macron, a center-left candidate from his own party, La République En Marche. Macron won the election, and for the first time in the history of the French Fifth Republic, neither of the 2 major parties won the presidential election.
Tout le monde nous disait que c'était impossible. Mais ils ne connaissaient pas la France!
In essence, political parties in the Western world are changing in this day and age. In the US, parties are being factionalized. And in Europe, the parties are being abandoned. Will the United States follow in European footsteps and leave the 2 major parties in the dust? Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.